Happy Pride Month! Hey y'all, I'm Jen, and today I thought I would celebrate by sharing with y'all some of my favorite queer characters and books, so let's get right into it. I gotta start y'all off with some good ones. A Darker Shade of Magic has a couple of my favorite queer characters, one of them being Lila Bard. And Victoria Schwab just confirmed that yes, she is non-binary. So this book was published back in 2015, and Victoria said that she didn't have the verbiage for non-binary, and that if she could go back and rewrite it, she would have explicitly stated Lila as non-binary. And pardon me for saying she so much, but that is the pronoun that is used most often in this book. So pardon me for saying she, but Lila is a fantastic character. They are no nonsense. They are out to have adventures and to just take life by the horns, and I just love them till kingdom come. The other is Prince Rye. I love Victoria Schwab's characters, and she just did a fantastic job with Rye. He actually reminds me of several friends I had in college, and he is just the most fantastic queer boy. Love him, love him. The next one I have is the couple of Jenna Leia and Mare from Of Fire and Stars. This book I actually just read recently, and I loved it so much. It's actually one of my favorite books from this year, so if you haven't read it yet, go pick it up. But this is a female-female romance. It's basically about a girl, Jenna Leia, who has been promised to the prince of another kingdom since her birth. And when she finally goes to meet him and marry him, she ends up meeting the prince's sister, Mare. And yeah, stuff ensues. It's a fantastic romance. I love it so much. The fantasy setting is wonderful. One of the things I found so interesting about this book is that queer relationships are like no big deal in this world. The gender roles are still very much a part of the society. So it was interesting to see how those two things interact with each other. Both these characters, you basically got the girly girl and the Princess Jenna Leia, and you've got the more, adventurous horseback riding Mare. So it's a very much opposites attract sort of thing, and it was just so much fun. I loved it. The next is Alice from Let's Talk About Love. Now, she is just this quirky, really fun character, but to be honest, this book is really close to my heart because I read this book at a time where I was still figuring out my own sexuality, and this character is asexual and biromantic, which is what I discovered I also am. So it was a really big revelation in this book seeing there was someone else like me. A lot of the things that she thought and the way that she expressed herself, I felt so much akin to how she was feeling in regards to her connection to other people. And even though her characteristics, like the way she dresses and things, the way she expresses herself as far as, gender and that sort of thing is not necessarily the same as mine. The way she experienced her sexuality and her romanticism were both very, very on point for me, and I just really appreciated this book, so really liked this one. And if you want an ace main character, here you go. And lastly, I have Jesper and Wylan from the Six of Crows duology. I just want to hug this couple so much. They're so freaking adorable. Wylan's just a little cinnamon roll, and Jesper is too in his own way. I just absolutely loved this couple, and I thought Lee Bardugo did a wonderful job with them. And I also found it really interesting that a lot of times authors, especially who are writing male-male romances, tend to downplay their masculinity almost. I didn't really feel that with these characters. It felt like these characters were completely their own. They were proud of who they were. It was just a wonderful romance in the midst of this, gritty heist story. It was just a fantastic thread that went through this story. So loved this one too. Okay, now it's up to you guys. Who is your favorite queer character and why? Let me know down in the comments. We have to talk about this because I love talking about queer characters in books. And if you have recommendations, let me know those too, because I wanna amp up my book collection. If you like what you saw today, please like, subscribe, and ding that bell so you can always be notified when I post a new video. So that's all for you today. I will see you next time. Bye.